Hi guys, welcome back to X2Z Garage. You might be wondering why the rear end of my 2002 Chevy Tractor is off the ground, and that's because I have used new to me rear springs for this one, because you might have heard me say, well, I'm going to be replacing the rear springs in this today because...
Oh, you're going to get rid of those Ford Explorer springs?
Yeah, the old owner, for some weird reason, put Ford Explorer springs in the back of this thing. And
maybe it's some kind of fancy lift kit job you can do for tractors. Who knows?
He forgot to put insulators in the bottom, so it goes dong, dong, boing, doing.
Yeah, sounds like something's broken underneath there.
Yeah, so we're gonna fix that. Yeah, these are OEM ones I found at a junkyard.
How far away do you have to go to get those?
I got these about maybe 10-15 miles away.
Oh, that's not too bad.
Yeah.
So I know it's hard to find the parts for these LTs.
Yeah. I mean, yesterday I replaced the door on the other side that had damage in it from an incident. I'll show you here in a second.
That was those learning the hard way things we talk about?
All right.
But we won't go into that right now.
Yeah.
And maybe you can do a walk around the outside and show them the fancy door you had to replace.
Yeah. And then we still got to straighten out the rocker panel, which I have all of the parts now to completely revamp this car. So I'm very glad about that for the trade-up challenge. So, yeah. To start the spring replacement, we're going to take the tires off and then unhook the bolt for the shocks.
Can I make a suggestion?
Sure.
How about you get jack stands on it?
Jack stands. Safety first.
Yeah, in case it wants to. I mean, this is a Chinese-made jack. Not that China doesn't make great things, but, you know.
All right, let's go grab some jack stands, and we'll get you in a better view.
All right, so the idea behind this is we're going to get it on jack stands, get the tire off, take the shock off, and then lower the jack, and that should extend the rear end down quite a ways. And then,
alrighty, so I now have safety glasses on.
And I'll have a pair here in a second.
Yep. I'm going to get this tire off.
Wear your hearing protection, folks. Look at that. You should have been on NASCAR. In the old days, when they still use lug nuts. All right, folks, you want to make sure when you're lowering a vehicle down on jack stands.
There's that noise.
Okay, stop. Let's do it. All right, cool. Did we put new shocks on this?
No.
Oh, look like they're fairly new. Should make quite a difference. All right, so what size do you need for this fancy schmancy?
What now?
3/4 still?
I don't know.
5/8.
All right, so I have an 11/16 wrench and an 11/16 socket on my impact here. So I'm gonna go like this on this one and then hold it with the wrench on the back. Or at least try to. Ow, 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 ow.
Get your hand caught in there?
Yep, it's still stuck in there. Ow, ow, ow.
Pull. Pull down the wrench. Just let the wrench go up there. All right, hold up. Let me get another wrench for leverage, then we'll run it back in and run it back out. All right, let's see if we can lower it and if this side will come down enough to get the spring out. Ready?
Yep. Oh, yeah.
Watch out in case that spring shoots out.
Hey. You good?
All right, we're not hitting any brake lines or anything like that?
No.
Okay, did that spring come out? All right, stop.
What?
You're going to shake it off those jack stands. Now just stand on that hub with your foot and push down
Okay.
and pull the spring out. Maybe lift from the bottom out first. It's just hitting your shock. Careful of that brake line.
Come on, there we go.
Just be careful about jumping up and down. I'd rather use a porta power for steady pressure. All right, so that's a little bit shorter than the other one, right?
Yeah. I'd say there's a little bit of a difference there.
All right, so Slappy, your insulator. Now, is there an insulator on the top of that? Like you thought it was?
Which there is, yes.
Okay.
All right. Cool. Alrighty, guys. So we have our makeshift ice insulators here, made out of a little bit of rubber hose. So keep that off to the side here. That camera angle my dad has, yeah, it might be horrendous, but
Well, let's see what it looks like. I can see what you're doing.
oh, okay, that's good.
Tell you what, I can even move it in closer, turn it up so
Oh yeah. Jack
you
her up.
guys can see where it's at. All right, is that in its little slot? There should be a slot that spring rests in.
Oh, let's see, where is that? All right, bring it up.
Want to guide that shock?
Shot.
Yeah. All right, now it may not go this easy for you guys. Remind you, we're semi-professionals. We don't get paid for this, but
One more.
here we'll guide it in with that bolt.
Yep.
I'll show you what our fancy spancy jet 10-inch grinder / polisher buffer thing will do.
Alrighty.
Bolt's a
So-
little less rusty now.
Yeah, he cleaned this thing up. It looks real good now. And it goes on very nicely.
All right, how much more do I gotta go up for you, man?
Actually, that looks pretty good right there. Couldn't find the hole. There we go. Could you go down a little bit?
Watch fingers.
All right. Oh, wait, up.
I think you just gotta bring your shock back a little bit.
Up. Please, there we go. Maybe up just a touch more.
Yeah, that's the whole shock now. So
All right. Just gotta get a hammer. And...
try to hit it with the impact, just like inward. No, not like a hammer. Like try to drive it in. There you go.
The grinder. Whoa.
Don't want to show them that. I pushed too hard. Try not to push too hard because this brush will float open, suck that bolt right in there. that clean.
To the car.
All right, she should be ready to go back together.
Ow.
Want to get your chocks?
My chocks? Yep.
Just before they roll onto it. Oh yeah, she's definitely lowering her now.
Yeah.
Heck yeah. It's like she's
Oh my God.
sits stock now. Nice. I think it looks better.
Oop.
Look, if this is how a boy treats his dad. There's a bunch of spikes on her.
No.
Ow. What the heck?
What?
First time I sat in this thing's tight. There we go. Alright. Try to give you a view off the front.
No noise.
Clunky, clunky.
Alright, here we go. Nice.
Yeah, ride's a little softer too, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Well, folks, today was a nice day out.
Yeah.
Comparatively, it's probably only 40 degrees out, but we've been dealing with some seriously cold weather.
There's that trim piece back there to replace the one that got a hole punched in it.
Yeah, he's gonna have to scuff it and paint it the right color, but that was hard to find.
Yeah.
You gotta go where?
I had to go to Kentucky, and we were located in Michigan.
Yeah, long drive to Kentucky.
Yeah.
Well, the chickens running around. Well, I'd say success.
Yep. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you subscribe, like, and share it to people that you know that have a tracker.
Yeah, throw the boy a bone. Make him go viral.
Yeah.
You could use it.
And that's another thing off the list to getting this thing finished and hopefully up on Marketplace.
All right, thanks everybody.
Have a good day.